Hello, boys and girls in video land. It's your pal Lou. How you doing? I just wanted to pop on today because we're doing a few Facebook Lives this week to show you some of the cool new features in Descript.com. And as you may know, I'm doing a class. I did a master class called Discover Descript, and we're doing a new class starting on August 1st, a week from tomorrow. Today is Monday. So a week from tomorrow, we'll be starting our new round of Discover Descript, which includes several modules and all kinds of tutorials and lessons on how to use Descript, plus 5 live Q&A sessions, which will be Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon. So I'm going to share my screen, excuse me, and we will pop in and take a look at Descript. The green screen is not great today. I have a little green halo around me, but that's okay. That's not a big deal. We can deal with that. So I'm going to share my screen for Descript, and I'm going to make it larger. And I want to show you in here in Descript. In fact, I'm going to take myself off of here and show you the whole thing. All right. So when I go into Descript, the newest feature, which is really already in a game-changing software, it's already another game changer, and that is a feature called eye contact. So under the effects tab over here on the right, there's a new feature called eye contact. And what that does is it uses AI to help bring your eyes back to the camera if you're not looking at the camera. And obviously a lot of us, if we're using Zoom, we may be looking at the screen, we may be looking at the other people on screen, but that means that we're not always necessarily looking at the camera. Excuse me, I had to take a drink. But with this new feature, eye contact, I want you to take a close look at my image on the screen, which is before eye contact. I'm looking down, and when I click the eye contact feature, boom, I'm looking up at the camera. So it's crazy. I mean, it's kind of spooky, but it's pretty cool because if you're looking away from the camera, Descript will take your video and basically re-render it and move your eyes so you're looking at the camera. Off, on, off, on. So it's just a pretty cool effect. And it doesn't work if you're doing like big head turns or things like that. But if you're just looking away from the camera a little bit, or if it's subtle and you're looking down at the camera and you click on the eye contact function, you can see how it moves the eyes. It's actually redoing the entire video behind the scenes and shifting your eyes so that they are looking at the screen. So this is crazy. I mean, this changes everything because now you could read a teleprompter or you can be looking at the screen. And if you use this function, you won't have to worry about constantly looking at the camera. So you can look away, you can look down. Obviously, again, if your head's down, it's not going to change that. But if it's a fairly subtle thing where you're just sort of looking away from the camera, not this, of course, but if you're looking away from the camera and you use the eye contact thing, it'll put your eyes back up on screen. So here I am looking down, I click on eye contact, and now my face is back on the screen. So it's pretty wild, some of the things you can do here in Descript and the new features that they're adding. In addition, when we do the class, I'll show you all the other features like editing in the text here, and taking out filler words and shortening word gaps and doing all the editing or most of the editing here in the script rather than down here in the timeline where it gets more complicated. However, you can unhide the timeline down here and look at the actual video here. But most of the time you're editing in the Word doc, which is obviously a hell of a lot easier. And if I cross something out of here, or I eliminate it, it will also eliminate it in the video. So you're basically editing a Word document instead of text, which is pretty cool. So the other thing you can do here is if you decide you want to change it to a square format or a portrait format for TikTok or something like that. That's portrait. You can do that. So in this video, all I really did was I just did my script off the top of my head. In some cases, I was looking at the camera. In some cases, I was looking down. And either way, with the eye contact function on, it moves my eyes back to the center of the screen, which is crazy. So there you can see, again, I'm looking down. I put the eye contact feature on, and it makes me look at the screen. The other thing I did in this particular video, which is also incredibly easy with the script, is I added a green screen background. So basically with one click, I was able to edit the green screen. So if I take that out, actually that's the eye contact layer. All I was doing here is I put a new layer behind me, and the green screen function here is really amazing. Also studio sound, which is great because that makes you sound better. So the Descript software is a total game changer when it comes to video editing or podcast editing, because you can do this with audio as well. But again, the feature I wanted to sort of highlight today was the eye contact feature, which is, again, it takes a while to render, but when you add the effect here of eye contact and turn it on, you'll see my eyes go from away from the screen to the screen. So that's pretty crazy, I think. Let me know what you think. Is this something that you think you would use in Descript? One person said it made me look like a stalker, but I'm like, well, maybe I just look like that all the time. But I don't think it's very unnatural. And again, when you play it, you really can't see. Over a little bit to the left. The new feature in Descript. So now I'm looking at the screen there, and in the actual video, I was not looking at the screen. So I was looking over there. So again, just a really cool new function. You basically record your video, do your video. You can record it right in Descript if you want. But in this case, I think I took it from Zoom and I brought it in here, and then I added the eye contact effect. The green screen is also very easy to use as well. These are both basically one-click toggles here. So you can see if I'm looking down towards the left, and then I have the eye contact feature on, it focuses me back on the screen. Now, this didn't work every time. Sometimes I was moving around too much, but for the most part, it works like a charm. So again, we're going to teach all this in our new Descript class that starts next Tuesday, August 1st. And you can find all the details at discoverdescript.com. There are 6 modules. So basically, we teach you anything and everything about Descript. And there are also 5 live sessions every Tuesday and Thursday. So I do these sessions where I'll actually do Q&A and live demos and things like that. So Descript is changing rapidly. This new eye contact feature is just one of many new features in Descript.com. And we'll show you how to do everything from soup to nuts and make your video editing or your podcast editing 100 times easier. I can't even tell you the amount of hours, time, and frustration I've saved going from doing Final Cut videos into doing Descript videos. So I'm editing probably 90% of my stuff in Descript now, which is saying something. So check it out, discoverdescript.com. We'll show you how to do the eye contact feature. We'll show you how to do the green screen. We'll show you how to edit within the text here rather than the timeline. And you can edit easily on the screen here. You can overdub. It's got stock voices. I could have somebody else read my script if I want. And all the editing is done here in the text rather than down here in the timeline. Although you can edit in the timeline as well if you choose to do that. But this is, I think, the biggest thing that's happened to video in as long as I can remember. And I've been editing video for 20 plus years. So check it out. Join us next week in the Discover Descript class live with live sessions and pre-recorded tutorials. And we'll try to come back tomorrow for another demo and show you a few other features of Descript. But that's it for now. I'll come back on screen here and say thanks for watching. And I'll put the recording into Facebook. And I hope you'll check out Descript.com. You can find it. My link for Descript is louborton.com/D, and the class is at discoverdescript.com. Hope to see you there. Thanks, and bye for now.